the black book is like them. Let's see what we have for settings. Game. And the target selection. Don't know if this is gonna be best to play with. Gamepad not need. What did he see? But his mass is here in the crying bitterly. Missions. Okay. All the settings over. Kit. Oh. Anyone who wishes to experience a story without much difficulty in battles and damage, it is normal. So all the difficulty change does is the enemy does more damage, have more health. Rules in battle reward increased by 10%. Let's play them normal because we should be in like more balance toward like that both sides do the damage. That to get had more health is usually open is even nuts. I mean, I have like no idea how it's gonna be, so us having cards, so it's gonna be a bit randomness to the things, so yeah.
Once upon a time, evil spirits dwelled here in these parts, and in a sense, they still do. I will tell you a story. It happened long ago, even before the revolution. It happened here, not far from Cherdin. I heard my grandmother tell it. A man was fostering an orphan girl. He was a knower. Everyone called him Old Yegor. She didn't want to become a witch, but he taught her his craft. She was to be married to a special young man. I can't recall what exactly happened, but this young man took his own life. He was later buried beyond the gates of the churchyard, which meant that he would pass straight to hell. As for the orphan, Vasilisa, she refused to accept it. She was intent on bringing back his soul from the inferno. To do this, she would need to break the 7 seals of the Black Book, which Old Igor kept, and retrieve him. And it was for that reason that Vasilisa agreed to become a witch. But to become one, she needed to be initiated in a banya or at a crossroads. And so, Vasilisa set out for the crossroads.
Picture.
I slept poorly last night. Been waiting, hoping for you to return. But you haven't. You never sat at the table. Where are you now, sweetheart? Where are you headed? Relatives, and from the warm summer, departed. There's no entrance or exit for you, it seems. Cold Mother Earth. There isn't even a churchyard fence to hold on to. Enough. I don't believe you would do this to yourself. It'll all be well. All will be well. I'll accept this knowledge from Grandpa, though I know what you thought of that. But there's no other choice. I'll drag you from that road myself. Sleep for now. Sleep. I won't be long. They didn't bury him in the holy ground. I need to go to the crossroads. The pine needles are golden with the sun already.
Okay. Adam's head. Adam's head heals minor wounds. A useful thing on any journey. Replenishes 5 hearts. Okay. Licorice herb. Witch doctors know ways to protect people from all kinds of curses with this herb. For protection.
He guards Vilgard, it seems. I have to go to the crossroads. I have nothing to do in the village. Spring is so hot this year.
Initiation of a cauldron.
The darkness of the night is filled with anticipation. You're at Mikhail's crossroads, along with old Yegor. You know the ritual that has to be done, but you've never thought of what might happen once it's complete. However, the time to draw the circle has come.
Right.
Where have you been? It will be midnight soon. Go over there, by that milepost. Everything you need for the ritual you'll find over there. Take the candles, we'll light them and draw a circle.
The crosses look old. It seems people were buried here quite some time ago. Cherdyn, 16 miles. Solikamsk, 102 miles. Nyrop, 21 miles.
Hold an enchanted candle from old Igor's hut. With their help, you can draw a circle that can offer protection against evil spirits.
Well done, Vasilisa. Now let's draw a circle. Be careful not to leave any gaps, otherwise we'll be crushed by evil spirits.
I've made a circle. Is it all right, Grandfather?
The circle is drawn. No gaps, good. Too late to dither now.
You think that I can help him?
Sure you can. You can do anything when you have the book. So says the legend. Well, go on. It's time for you to take my knowledge. Such a long time we've spent together. Parting with it is bittersweet. Well, take it. Would you look at that? What power emanates from the book? The seal is open. It seems great sorcery lurks in you. Well, now speak the words I taught you.
I'll get up without crossing myself, but I will go to the crossroads. On the crossroads, I'll draw a circle and step into it, and I shall speak. Good merchants, come and buy my cat. For this cat, give me neither inconvertible ruble nor a fine hat, but bestow me with knowledge of the dark and eyes with vision sharp. So as I have said, so it will be. My words are stone.
Here are your merchants. Now listen carefully if you value your life. To become a witch, you have to defeat this demon. Time for your first Zagavar.
Welcome to your first battle. Each battle consists of turns. You and your enemy take turns, but you always get to go first. You win when you destroy all enemies before you, reducing their health to 0. This is the black book. It contains all of your Zagavors. By using the page Urasi. Press the turn button to recite your Zagavor. The previous turn have changed. The book alters the pages each turn. Enemy attacks will be blocked with a defense. Eventually, you'll see from damage but disappears on your next turn. Start the page of Delia, which has defense effects.
Such enchanted words protect from demons, but this protection fades quickly. Now draw up a complete Zagavar.
Okay, consider pages into a Zagavor. You can currently recite a maximum of 3 pages, as indicated by the empty slots at the top of the screen. Zagavor consists of orders. Okay. With 2 orders and 1 key. Okay.
Good job, Vasya. This demon is nearly beaten. A couple more spells to rid the world of it.
This. And he only has one hit point anyway, so he's gonna die now.
Take that, you mangy hellhound! Well, now, Vasha, enter this maw. You'll be a witch as soon as you return. Well, safe travels.
How to become a witch.
Is that you, Vasilisa? I should congratulate you. The first seal is open. Only 6 remain. Oh, but will you be able to open the rest? This is another matter entirely.
I'm curious. Can the Black Book grant any wish?
Indeed, as legend dictates. Who knows? Perhaps you shall meet your beloved soon. Who is worthy to open the scroll and break its seals? No one in heaven, on earth, or beneath it has ever been able to open the scroll or look upon it. Yet.
How do I open the seals?
Oh, can't figure it out by yourself, girl. I'm disappointed in you.
What sort of devil are you?
How rude is this? I'm your chief advisor. It is I who grants you the powers of a Khaldun. We will become better acquainted in time, I presume.
Probably now. Hey.
Let me return to the land of the living.
Not just yet. Have you forgotten your purpose? I made you a witch. How many demons will you take on for your service?
Well, I will certainly need the help of demons, so give me as many as possible.
That's the spirit.
You just committed your first sin to say that the faith of the cauldron in which is the burning eternal flames with no chance of absolution. Outcomes and events of the game is yours to decide. Your sin calendar will change according to your decisions. The number of sins affects your choice of replies as well as possible game endings. You say each person has an angel on the right shoulder and a devil on the left, but to whom you turn your ear is entirely up to you.
But you are still too weak. Soon you will have 3 charts at your command. That's enough for now. Now go. Perhaps we'll meet again. If you manage to open the seals.
Backward.
What? Well, are you awake? The sun rose while you were coming to. Had to drag you home. I understand it's not easy to pass through the devil's domain. So, you've seen it?
Huh? Are we home? Seems like it was all a dream. The devil made me a witch.
Well, then it is a good day. What did I tell you? You should have become a witch a long time ago. Well, what's done is done. The legend says that your wish is behind the 7 seals. I could never open the first one. Here's the 2nd seal, the Aspen one.
How do I open it? Maybe it was the demon at the crossroads that opened the first.
Perhaps. I think that demons do play a part, but what spirit is the Aspen one? I'll have to rack my brain a bit. Maybe there's something in the books? You yourself are a witch now. I knew that you would not let me down. The news of your enlightenment has spread already. Must be the Susetkes who told the heads of the families.
Must be a hobgoblin.
Now people will come to you for advice. I am old now, not many teeth left. My Koldun powers are waning. Now it is you who will help the people around here. Perhaps you will even find the right demon for your problem. Well, while you were coming to your senses, I've already spoken to most of the visitors. There's only one left. He's waiting behind the door. Look around for a start. Your book is over there, on the table. Do you remember how I taught you bookbinding? Afterwards, see to that visitor of yours. Some evil spirit has been giving him trouble. Got it?
Have you yourself met this devil?
I was initiated as a Koldun once. I saw this devil who gave me my charts. I couldn't even lift the first seal. And you, who all you needed was one touch, and it's gone already. It seems there is great power within you. Got it?
Hey, let's get to work.
I got it, Grandpa. Time to get to work.
Look for the spirits around the district. Maybe we'll get lucky with the seals. We should not tarry. Who knows? Perhaps after 40 days have passed, we won't be able to help.
An Eastern Orthodoxy traditional memorial service held on the 40th day after the death of the departed, for which his or her soul leaves this world.
God bless. So, Vasya, have you taken well to learning the mystical arts? Are you curious enough to learn some more?
So, how did you become a Khaldun, Grandfather?
I was born in Vilgard, the sixth son of my father, Yevlam Pichurov. It was a big family, not the richest though. When you have so many mouths to feed, it's hard to save money. But we lived well as a family. The house must have been built well. That is to say, I realize this now. Then one year, a seventh brother was born. Timofey, he was called. He was a good lad. He grew up, but I didn't look after him well enough. Heavy is this sin of mine. I still feel guilty. Vasya, having chores is a trivial thing. You would do better to protect the ones closest to you, to fight for them. It's knowledge that gives us strength, for we harness their own power against them, with the chores under our control. One day I was looking after Timofey. We were playing with the other children, but I lost my patience with a boy. I cursed him severely, sent him to the Leshy. So the Leshy carried him away.
Well, Leshy, also known as Versa, common word, spirits were the master of forests and sometimes fields and meadows. For the weather and also animals and evil spirits who inhabited the domain. Hunters and shepherds have come to an agreement with the Leshis and offered them gifts and bargains.
We never found Timoshka. He'd vanished. Oh, it's hard to bear these scenes, Vasya. So hard. So I decided to become a Khaldun. I wouldn't let the Dark Ones harm my family ever again. Or so I thought. Well, I'll tell the story of how I became a Khaldun later. Ask me tomorrow. It's hard to remember all these things of the past. You'll understand when you're as old as me.
Evil spirits.
How can I recognize evil spirits? How can I know when they're before me?
Simple. You've been to the world of the devil, and now you'll see everything for what it is. The only thing is, the darkness will see you too. Demons and spirits will track you down, and as soon as you glance into the darkness, you'll feel their eyes upon you as well. Be strong. Such is our fate. You make your own way.
How is our Izba built?
Traditional Russian countryside dwelling.
It was built long ago. Lots of people have lived here since. More than half a century ago, it seems. All according to old rituals. You know them by now. But I don't remember who built it. My grandfather, I suppose.
No, I have to go, Grandfather. We'll talk later. There's a great number of books in this collection. Illuminated books of old as well. Black books are not kept here, however. They're in a secret compartment near the furnace.
Lighting up there. Red corner. Hmm. Okay, so you can craft new pages, but you need rubles for it. Okay. Hmm. Minimum 13, maximum 33. Hmm.
Grandfather says that in days of old, they used to bury people under the stove. That is how the Domovoy came to be.
No soul spirits. Okay. Hmm.
Oh, God bless Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa Fyodorovna.
God bless.
I come bearing gifts. Some flour for your household. Please, hear me out. I won't waste your time. I'll tell you straight away. Something terrible is happening at the mill. We were working in the night when suddenly we heard some strange sounds. Then a shadow began to darken in one of the corners. Such a deep blackness. We ran for our lives. You are known for your knowledge in these matters. What should I do now?
During the night shift at the windmill, he heard some strange sounds and saw some strange shifting shadows. What could be behind such emanations?
Peasant spirits and fiends will always seek your advice and help in affairs of witchery. After all, you are a knower. If you answer a knowledgeability question correctly, you will receive an experience reward. Sometimes your answers will influence in-game events. To recognize the correct answer, you will have to carefully study your surroundings and onomasticon, which you can open at any moment from the menu. Also receive a hint by pressing knowledge button. However, you will get only half the experience. Okay. We climb down into the heart, of course. Oh no, wait, that was page. It's an easy being a call, and becoming one is a terrifying experience. People tell lots of stories. One in particular comes to mind. A man decided to punish his neighbor for changing the boundary of field to a neighboring one. Went to a caller and asked, "Give me a short with which to curse my neighbor." Colin replied, "Not as simple as that. As I say, you will have your short." Then told him they would need to go to Bunya at midnight. So the man gathered his courage and took along his rifle and his cross. Oh, it's so scary at the Bunya. Loaded his gun with his cross and shot at the heart. The fiery dog emerged and opened its mouth. The only option was to climb inside, and even though his instincts told him to, he stopped himself from making the sign of the cross. Recall at the last moment that if he did so, he would lose his hand. Okay. Miller is still here. Okay. A man from Vyatka once lived in our village. He told us stories. One involved a miller that had to make offerings to a shishiga, where she would prevent the mill's mechanism from turning. As an offering, he gave part of his stores of flour, grain, and breadcrumbs. One occasion, he forgot and offered nothing. Sure enough, the windmill ground to a halt. When the man went to investigate inside the mill, there was the Shishiga sitting on the grinder, threatening him with her finger outstretched. She suddenly vanished. The miller gathered some tobacco and threw it at the shadows in the corners of the mill at midnight. The windmill started to turn again, and the Shishiga stopped causing mischief.
Why do you work at night?
Stevens.
Demons are at work.
Jesus Christ.
Well, how do you think the millstones turn? Not by the wind alone, obviously. It's forbidden to work a windmill after nightfall.
But what do we do now? I did everything right when I built it. Please, help me. I have this old item that you might find useful.
You'd better cough it up if we help you. All right, Vasha. Look into what's going on with that place. The demon there may be of use to us, you know?
I'll find out what's going on with your chort.
Oh, thank you. I was told you wouldn't let me down. Goodbye for now.
He's not your average miller. Usually they consort with a leshy, but this miller has some chort. Well, I'll study these seals while you're off dealing with the mill. And to make your trip a bit easier, take this herb. It is called an Adam's Head. It will heal you up if anything goes sideways. Time for you to be on your way. Evil spirits won't quell themselves. Well, you get all that? Wanna ask anything else?
Where do I find this windmill?
Don't you remember the one to the north of Vilgord? The devil haunts that place at night, people say. Go there and be back home by sunrise. We have much to do.
How do I use the herbs anyway?
Well, it's quite simple. Use them in battle to close up your wounds.
Hey.
Got it, grandfather. It's time to go. See you tomorrow.
Ah, wait. One more thing. I've sent a chort to Kusheva village. He must have cursed someone. Go there and fix it. You'll earn some money in process.
All right, Grandpa.
You know, on your travel map, every night it will display different locations. You may go on your way only after you speak to all of your visitors. You can visit any available location. However, your health recovers only after you accomplish your task and return to the Isba. Goal: visit your main task location. The amount of saves each time the location changes. You can also save progress manually, in which of course the game will save as soon as you enter a new location. Open the map by clicking on your present location. To the best of luck, explore the northern lands of Turdin Uyezd. Yes. So we should do the optional one, then go into the main task then. Yep, so we need to do Mogilevsky's mansion first. Okay. Off we go.
You stealthily creep by the village houses. At least, you thought you were being stealthy. You hear a familiar voice calling out from one of the windows overhanging the street.
Flusher, wait! I have business with you. Hush, we'd better whisper. I've got this neighbor and I hate her guts. So curse her a bit, will you? Here's a killer curse or something. Not a strong one. I've got a gift ready for you.
How evil are we gonna be here? Why would we curse her? He has something for us, sure.
Very well, I'll do it. Just well up by tomorrow, you'll see.
You read a simple curse and take your well-earned reward. You notice a noisy family gathering in front of one of the houses. It's unusual to see an entire family out on the street at this hour. Strange, muffled sounds are coming from inside their house. Falling cutlery, furniture moving around.
Good evening to you, Vasilisa. God himself has sent you to us tonight. Everything has been turned upside down in our house. The enemy of man is haunting our house. The devil himself is here. Everyone is scared senseless.
How did it manage to get in here? It's no simple matter for a chort to get inside a human dwelling. What did you do yesterday?
We just had some tea. Natalia likes it a lot. She's quite fond of tea. Then we prayed and went to sleep. And in the middle of the night, it all started.
Tea time turned into a chort invasion. I wonder why these demons appeared in the first place.
Ritual or behavior reinforced by custom is inseparable from mythology. Often believed that specific events are a consequence of another. For instance, a peasant suffering misfortune after forgetting to cross himself, perceived as being punished for not observing a ritual. This has resulted in a source of popular beliefs: dishes not locked away at night or crossed become a refugee evil spirits. Sick child or a changeling needs to be thrown across the threshold of a house inhabited by spirits who were lured there by killing of a rooster during its construction. Sometimes the underlying reason for a ritual becomes forgotten, leaving behind only the ritual itself. Well, forgot to cross tableware.
And did you make the sign of the cross over the samovar?
That must be it. We didn't mark the samovar with a cross.
You must do this. And please remember next time.
You're such a great knower, Vasya. Please, won't you help us? Don't leave us this way.
Oh, very well. I will help you. It's no good sleeping on the street, is it?
Thank you, Vasilisa. Have some milk for you, Johnny.
You come inside the Izba. Everything is in complete disarray. The Chorts have certainly had their way here. You make the sign of the cross and take a couple of careful steps deeper inside. The demons have made a mess. They threw the dishes and cooking pots around, but luckily, the brass utensils seem to be intact. The most damaged part is the shrine in the corner. The icon cases are damaged, and the candles are broken.
The Red Corner is one of the most important mystical places in the Isba. It's similar in importance to the heart since it plays a central role in the home. It is most commonly in the right-hand corner of an Isba, across from the door, even in some northern Russian traditions where a porch is situated in an unusual manner. Most likely, ancestral idols were once placed atop these shrines. Following the arrival of Christianity, came home to the icons of the saints. The other name for the Red Corner is Boynitsa, which means God's place, and it always housed a small icon lamp. Hello, Diggy. How you doing? The head of the family sat in a corner and oversaw a holiday feast. Additionally, for the funeral, the deceased body of the family head was placed on a table with his head below the red corner. When entering Isba, a visitor would make the sign of the cross over himself while looking at the red corner, even if there were no icons present. Sleepy. I don't know why I'm tired. Been tired these last days. For some reason. This is well, our beloved one died. Well, took his own life and ended up in hell. And we want him back, so we turn to the devil in himself and become a witch. And we are now a witch, and we are traveling around as people are seeking our help. This is like in a bit of a Russian folklore, I think. So we travel around. We are doing a side mission, a quest right now, where we need to go and deal with a little...
You approach the overturned samovar.
A demon.
Suddenly, it shakes and starts to move, and red eyes light up the darkened room.
Yeah, it's really interesting so far. So you have a combat with the demons, and you use cards. Oh, there's two of them. Okay. And you can use two. Well, you have like little icons up here in the left corner, top left corner, and then in the middle up of the screen it shows you the same icon. So you can use two cards of this kind and one key card. So these are called orders, and the other one is keys. So, let's see, we do one attack. We are gonna go for the one who does damage. increase the damage. Then we take. We need a defense. Okay, so I need to. Do that order, I guess. Let's see. Okay. No, you know what? What we need here? Ooh. Freezes defense for free at the beginning of each round. That one is nice. But it only lasts one round though. One turn. So the war though. One seems really nice though. But removes negative status seems nice, and plus you get 2 health back. Go with the remove status.
The elders of the family bow to you and thank you for helping them. They also give thanks to God for bringing you here. The girl, Axinia, assures you that from now on, every jar in the house will be crossed.
Okay, so now we have to go up this way.
The silver glow of the moon catches glimpses of the foul water. The chilled northern night air is split by dull croaks coming from the swamp. You take a step back, then another one. You turn around. A black silhouette of a demon is right before you.
Damn, he has a lot of hit points. We need shielding. So we're gonna get a lot of shielding. How did he remove all our... Okay. It's only free attack power, okay. Well, what does it? Page remains active for 3 turns and affects other pages. Rubles. As you can find mushrooms here.
Standing amidst the black wooden figures, you hear a rustle in the trees. You read the protective spells, but out comes a person, not a demon. An ancient woman dressed in old clothes. It would seem you have come across a beggar.
Well, let's greet the beggar.
Oh, a witch, a witch. I can smell your kind from a mile away. Can you spare a few coins? I don't need much to get by. A person is only as good as they are charitable.
Sure.
Here you are. Don't forget me in your prayers.
Thank you. I'll pray for your lost soul. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this, a healing herb.
Okay, we'll get another one. That was a good outcome to do that one. Okay, the Bigichi Forest then.
Near the forest's edge, you see a white towel on an old stump. Someone has left a bottle of milk and some piragi. Near these gifts is a birch charter. Peasants from Bigichi village are asking the Leshi to take care of their cattle.
Also known as, so there is the different things you can learn about the things then. Also known as Versa, a common word. Spirits were the masters of forests, and sometimes fields and meadows. They controlled the weather and also animals and evil spirits who inhabited the domain. Hunters and shepherds have come to an agreement with Leshis and offered them gifts and bargains. We ain't gonna do anything with them. They leave.
You decide to leave the sacrifice to the Leshi untouched. This is Bigichi's folk business, not yours.
This region is famous among Sherdin's herbalists. So you can find a lot of good herbs here, only if you're an expert in this, of course.
While traveling through the woods, you stumble upon a snake's nest. Baby snakes are still inside their eggs. Fortunately, the mother snake does not seem to be around. You make a small wall of stones around the nest and wait for the larger snake to come back. The mother snake soon returns. Seeing the barrier, she fruitlessly tries to get past, but soon leaves. Some time passes, and the snake comes back with a bunch of grass in its mouth. The snake touches the grassy mass to the stone barrier, and the wall instantly collapses. The snake is reunited with its nest. You quickly grab the grass before the snake hides it. It smells of rust. The only noticeable thing about it is the cross shape made by 4 leaves. Fortune has smiled upon you. You have found a break herb, a bundle of aromatic weeds that opens locks and barriers. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
Not bad. Let's eliminate enemies. Okay. Chevo Lake. A lake on the left bank of the Kolva. They say 2 men drowned in it this year. Must be quite an unsafe place at night, eh?
On a hillside near Kacheva Lake, you see 2 silhouettes. One is combing the other's long hair. There is something strange in his uneven movements. Something that gives you shivers. The black figures disappear as soon as you recite the name of God.
Should he just attack them? Probably. Near Nisovka River. This river flows through Polyud Ridge. Someone in Poksha village told me that this river was formed from tears of Polyud. Sounds like a tall tale.
Gloomy windmill arms creak in the distance, parting the pre-dawn fog. The shadow of an owl passes overhead. It crosses your path, a bad omen, since man's path and man's destiny are as one. Yet, could it be it was trying to point you somewhere? Suddenly, you come upon a swamp and stop at its border. It is dangerous to continue onward. You turn to go back and notice a devil's finger beneath your feet.
Devil's finger. Devils periodically shed their claws so that new ones can grow, sharper and stronger. The discarded fingers turn to stone and have healing properties. All windmill now. The windmill stands at the border of worlds between the village and the forest. It is said that the miller is a Kolden himself, but not as strong as old Igor.
The spruce branches part, and an old mill stands before you. This place is filled with legends and stories from the surrounding villages. Those who visited this place at dusk, or worse, at night, speak of dark phantoms in the windows of the mill, of sudden gusts of wind and other devilry. It is what they call a bad place.
Well, let's look around then, huh?
It's hard to see anything in the dark gloom of the night. Nevertheless, you feel your eyes getting used to the darkness. The black book may be aiding you. Amidst the thick grass, you spot an old axe, its blade covered with rust.
This axe might fall apart in a moment, but it should be good enough for at least one more strike. Head. Pole.
It's a carrier log. It's used to turn the mill. The old wood creaks in the wind. You can climb inside using a log. There is a small hole in the wall. The old windmill is creaking from the cold wind. It is not so often that you see this kind of mill in Cherden Uyezd.
Windmills. In Perm, windmills are rarer sights than watermills. This is because it is harder to catch the wind than it is to harness the power of running water. Often, windmills were built with a moving roof that was operated with a special lever. The wind could be caught just so that the wind blades could begin moving with the optimal efficiency. The most effective kind of wind was not the strongest wind, but moderate wind. For the revolution, blades were fitted with a special fabric. They were later fitted with plywood.
You try to clamber up, but your misstep leads to a painful fall. Another attempt, and you are safe inside.
Oh. So we should heal, huh?
Some kind of will has been placed here by the miller. The grindstones are still, but the blades of the mill are turning. This chest is for various tools used at the mill. Nothing interesting.
You study the cabinet. Among various krinkas, old pots, and birch bark containers, you find a sack with silver rubles. It might be of some use to you.
Krinka, a tall earthen vessel used to hold milk or other dairy products. Okay. Of course we take the money.
You choose to take the money. The miller will hardly miss it.
And our sin just went up. Wish there was like saying something there, saying that's back down a step or something. It was like just a dark corner.
A broken block of wood is near the wall. It seems to be part of the windmill's mechanism and the reason why the grindstones are standing still. Through a hole in the wall, you see the woods of Chirdin.
It's in the north of Perm province. They say long ago here lived white-eyed shud people. Even today people find idols on their fields. Lots of churches. Also, this place is as if enchanted. That's not where I... Okay. That's not where I clicked.
A broken block of wood is near the wall. It's...
I expected to see a wretched old man, not a beautiful maiden. Why are you here, then?
short.
And I didn't expect to meet a demon speaking the common tongue. I'm an apprentice witch. Who are you?
A demon, you say? Oh, you see, maiden, I'm not a common short. I am known as the 13th brother. I am the guardian of the village, the forest, and the secret hidden garden and its heart. I'm also the guardian of this windmill. All of this is me, the unseen master, at your service.
What kind of name is that? The 13th brother?
It is a name whispered through time and across many lands, until it became my name, that is. I will tell you the story if you want to hear it, of course. There is still time until the dawn.
Tell me.
Well, come on then. Tell me. I'm a scholar of evil spirits and the demons of the world.
It is good to meet a sorceress that doesn't immediately hurl herbs and venomous phrases before engaging in the more sophisticated art of conversation. Very well, so you're interested. A long time ago, I had 12 brothers. I was the 13th brother, the youngest. At that time, there was a war, and we were enlisted, you might say. I served under the strongest and most capable commander. He kept me alive, and so I became the last of my brothers, the 13th, and the only one remaining. After all those years, fate has brought me here. Why are you here, then?
Well, what do you want with the windmill then?
Haven't you figured it out? Perhaps I was wrong about you. I thought of you to be a strong witch, a master of wit, deduction, and intellect, one endowed with knowledge that others do not possess. I guess not.
The windmill is possessed. But is the demon's presence here as spontaneous as it appears to be? I must think about why he's here in the first place.
So, a man from Vyatka once lived in our village. He would tell us stories. One involved a miller that had to make offerings to a Shishiga. Or else she would prevent the mill's mechanism from turning as an offering. Yeah, we read this before. So, we're gonna go, but with that chapter, what the knowledge we have about this, It is that he forgot an all for nothing one night. But the miller gathered some tobacco and threw it at the shadows in the corners of the mill at midnight. And then there were... but... what is the reason for this guy, though? I wonder which one it is then. I don't quite know which one it will be though. And let's get a hint. Oh, they're by sacrifice.
You were summoned by a sacrifice. You've been here since your creation.
Well, you are knowledgeable indeed. Not to mention, I'm bound to this pitiful miller, but I desire a powerful master. Take me as your servant. My sacrifice will attract someone more agreeable. And you will have both your reward from the miller and the reward of my presence.
Agree.
Well, so be it. I could use a short like you, if not just for the conversation.
Wait, perhaps you are not as strong as you seem. There is yet to be such a Khaldun who can outmatch the 13th brother.
Well, well, well. How did they do damage to me? Okay, he reduce that much damage, okay. I have no armor once. Oh, I need to heal up then.
You are so arrogant. Do you really think you can defeat this ancient spirit?
Yeah, you blabber too much.
Yes, my book will help me.
This can't be.
just 10 damage. Oh! It blocked my damage attack. Turd.
A legendary artifact. I never gave up before, and I'm not going to now.
Yes, let the dot take him. 666 experience. Nice.
You take the demon into your personal service. He will ask for work, like any other chort. The mill is now without a spirit, but this is none of your concern.
Since his status ward. Nu Balishka.